Time now for better food. We're learning how to make a healthy wheat naan and hummus. Oh, it sounds so good. I love it.
Chef and CT native Grace Vallow is joining us with the recipe. Scott and I both love hummus. Shout out to Tangiers in the west end of Hartford. We love fresh hummus there. And we both love naan, but I didn't really think of putting them together. Thanks, Grace.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be making this 30-minute whole wheat naan recipe for you guys. Look at how awesome this is.
That's beautiful.
This is just 30 minutes of work. And for those of you that don't know what naan is, it's basically just like a pita bread. It's really, really versatile. I like putting hummus on my naan, but you can also put, sweet ingredients, like even like peanut butter. I mean, there's just so many ways to use this recipe.
That looks absolutely beautiful.
So you're gonna make your own naan?
Yes.
Okay.
So it all starts with whole wheat flour. And you can also use, regular all-purpose flour too, if you prefer. But I just love whole wheat flour because it has like that rich, nutty taste, and it just adds a lot of depth of flavor. So I just love whole wheat. And then I also have some baking powder here. And because we're doing such a short recipe here, it's only 30 minutes, you don't have time for yeast. So that's going to take the place of yeast, is the baking powder. And then I have some salt here. And basically you're just gonna take a whisk and you're just gonna whisk together all those dry ingredients. Now, typically I use my stand mixer. There's not like a lot of room here, so I'm just mixing together with a whisk. But typically you would wanna use a stand mixer if you have one. So I'm gonna whisk all those dry ingredients together. And then I have some non-fat Greek yogurt here. Now, I hate yogurt. I have like a yogurt aversion, but you can't taste the yogurt at all, not at all. You wanna use non-fat or low-fat yogurt in this recipe, and you also wanna use Greek yogurt. For some reason, regular yogurt doesn't work, so don't try. Definitely use Greek yogurt. And then all you would do is basically mix together all of these ingredients and you get this, a nice dough ball. Okay. It's pretty awesome how this comes together just with yogurt and flour. It's like quite remarkable. You're gonna get a nice sticky dough ball. And then what you wanna do is you wanna knead this by hand. So you put this in the mixer, you let the mixer do some kneading, and then you wanna knead this for about 3 minutes or so by hand. So you just go ahead, knead it, and then you're gonna make that dough ball again and let it sit on the counter for about 10 minutes or so and let it rest. The resting process counts. For some reason, it just infuses the dough and makes it really, really nice and rich. So after it's rested, you're gonna pinch off about 1/3 of a cup of dough, and then you're gonna roll this out with a rolling pin. And this is what it looks like when you're done, just like this. So you want it to be thin, but you don't want it to be so paper thin that it's like see-through, or else it's gonna crack in the pan. So once you have it rolled out to about this consistency, then you're gonna take a hot skillet, a hot non-stick skillet, a tiny little bit of olive oil. So you just want like a zhuzh, just a tiny little bit.
Okay.
And then you're going to place your dough right in this non-stick skillet. Turn the heat up to medium high, and you're gonna let this cook. And then flip it. After about 2 to 3 minutes, you're gonna see some nice golden brown marks. And then when you flip it, you're gonna see like puffy, nice bubbles, and it's gonna start looking just like this. So while that's going, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a really simple hummus recipe to pair with your beautiful naan. And it's gonna look like this in the end. Nice restaurant style hummus. I hope you guys can see that.
Yes.
And then, so all you have to do for hummus is chickpeas. Lots of chickpeas. They also brand these as garbanzo beans in the store. It's the same thing. You want to drain 2 cans of chickpeas and stick them right in a food processor. So I'm going to stick them all in there. You can also use a blender. And then you want tahini paste. So tahini paste makes hummus. It's basically ground up sesame seeds. It's like this beautiful kind of sticky paste, if you can see it. We're gonna stick that right in there. That gives it the hummus taste. And then I have a little bit of salt. And I have some cold water. You want ice water because the ice water will actually make your hummus like super, super creamy and amazing.
Okay.
You don't use water or even ice chunks, you won't get as creamy of a hummus, believe it or
Grace,
not.
we have a little less than 30 seconds left. We want you to finish.
Perfect. I'm almost there. And then the last step here is just a tiny bit of olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and you're gonna blend this together and you're gonna get amazing hummus. You can also add in some fresh lemons, some garlic, some roasted garlic, however you like your hummus. And then you have your beautiful hummus and you're done.
Thank you
Nice.
so. I love the fact that it's a non-stick pan. Is that?
Oh, Scott.
Thank you. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. There are the recipes right there. That was really interesting.
You know, a lot easier than you would think to make those things.
Absolutely.
All right. Be sure to follow Grace on Instagram and Facebook. You can use the handle Tastefully Grace.
Thanks.
Thanks, Grace. And follow her on her YouTube channel. Just search Tastefully Grace. You can rewatch these great things that she does for us.